Let's start right off, Willie. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and I'm also, I would like to say, an expert on snack foods.
Cheez-Its. You know what? I've been trying to find the Cheez-Its, the official Cheez-Its commercial. But on YouTube now, it's become everybody and their brother out there talking about Cheez-Its or doing a fake commercial on Cheez-Its. I can't find the actual commercial. But here's the question. Is that you doing the voice of one of the characters in the Cheez-Its commercial?
Let me start by saying Cheez-Its are delicious.
Okay.
I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, the white cheddar Cheez-Its. That's just a little bit of heaven in a bag right there.
Yeah, even in the morning, that's something you could be eating right now.
Yeah, you know, because it's not really a lot of sugar, which would feel wrong.
Right.
You know, cheese is healthy. It's dairy, right?
Mm-hmm. It's dessert for the French, for God's sakes. Let's go. So, is it you?
It is not.
It isn't. All right. Oh, boy.
I wish it was, though. I would take the job. See, this is where they missed out. They could have had my voice for, like, a case of Cheez-Its a month. No, they probably had to pay that other guy thousands of dollars.
Yeah. And you can't trust these jobs. I mean, look what happened to Affleck. What's his name?
Gilbert Gottfried. Well, Gilbert Gottfried did that to himself.
Yeah, he got piggish, right? He wanted more money, and you know, for God's sakes, they were like, well, anybody can do that. So
you got to be like Flo from the Progressive commercials. She just rides the wave, makes all the money, man.
She doesn't. She's some of those commercials that she does are like full productions.
Yeah.
Okay, Louis C.K. out, the producer of Mad Men. Started with Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and the list just goes on and on and on. What is going on in Hollywood, Willie Waffle?
It's just the exposure of all the things that we've known have been happening out there for decades and decades and decades.
Yeah,
okay?
so it has been. It's kind of been well known.
Well, it's the legendary tale of Hollywood. You know, the young starlet who shows up with the dreams of being a movie star and ends up on the casting couch. I mean, we've heard that story over and over again, and we've come to a point in society where it's not acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
And people are going to stand up, and people are going to fight. And I am so glad to see scum like Harvey Weinstein and now Louis C.K. and, you know, Steven Seagal's been accused of some stuff lately. You know, Charlie Sheen's been accused of some stuff. I mean, if you've done something horrible, I hope you rot.
Well, I'm pretty sure Steven Seagal was simply charged with horrible acting.
Well,
but
yeah,
I could be wrong.
You know, right there. I mean, you know, there's a reason why he only is over in Russia making movies now. Yeah. I mean, come on.
That's it. They can't even understand what he's saying. They're like, wow, it's so compelling. The problem is now is that everybody's coming out of the woodwork, and it's even stuff that seems like, yeah, he rubbed up against me when I was walking across the office, or it just seems to be getting out of control now.
Well, but I think you can tell the difference. And maybe I'm not an expert, but I think women can tell the difference between I accidentally rubbed up against you or I decided to sneak a feel.
How is it that this privilege that goes on in Hollywood? The fact that you're taking care of it every second, and you're so you're just looked at with such power, and you have the power to be able to make and break. Because I don't know, it's not like around here. I mean, if you're getting grab-assy around here, you're going to get fired.
Yeah.
I mean, in any workplace.
Yeah, and I think you hit it on the head. It's the idea that, you know, these people are treated like gods when all they're doing is doing their job, okay? You know, Harvey Weinstein is treated as a genius who should be catered to. Every single whim should be catered to, and it goes to his head. I mean, you'd be amazed. You know, I've been in these situations where, you know, I've been out at these, like, you know, Hollywood junkets where we're interviewing stars, and people who you barely even know are getting treated as if they're a god, and every one of their needs to be met at every moment. And I'm thinking, you're barely in the movie. Why is anybody throwing a fit over you?
Yeah. This just in. I mean, Manaski had one, the Mad Men that just. This one is in just in. David Hasselhoff has been charged with molesting a cheeseburger. Remember that little scene where he's lying down on the ground?
That was pathetic.
Eating the cheeseburger. That was quite a sight. Wow. Well, Willie, it's crazy, and maybe this changes the whole culture.
I hope so. I think that's where we're going right now, or at least changes it for the next couple of years until somebody else decides maybe they can get away with it in the dark and in the closed rooms, in the hotel rooms where everybody plays along.
Okay, let's hit the movies. And so I thought the Justice League doesn't come out this week.
No, it comes out next week.
Next week.
You got to wait another week for Batman. Now, I know you're a big Ben Affleck fan. I know you're dying to see Batman, but you just hold on for another week.
So okay, and then I think there is another Star Wars coming out right in December.
Oh dear God! Oh, there just happens to be another Star Wars movie coming. It's Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It will be opening on December 14th. Okay, it will be maybe the greatest Star Wars movie ever. And then yesterday they announced they're making 3 more Star Wars movies. And
it's going to be a new independent trilogy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Disney has decided that they're just going to go into another part of the Star Wars world and create all these new characters. They're even talking about a Star Wars TV show.
Oh. Yeah. You know, I got hooked on deviled eggs, and I haven't had them in a while because I've been eating them every day. I kind of got sick of them. I wonder if Star Wars will become my deviled eggs.
I'm a little bit worried that that's where we're going. I mean, I think people like me and you and a lot of folks who are listening, we've been invested in Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Chewbacca and Princess Leia, and I don't know if everybody's going to be excited about a whole group of new characters that seem to be created just for the sake to make more money. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this weekend. Quickly, Daddy's Home 2, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg surviving Christmas when their dads come to town. What do you think?
You know, a movie that has funny moments, and those funny moments come from a man who I know a lot of people hate, and you have a lot of reasons to hate him, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is hilarious in this movie.
Really?
You know, he plays Marky Mark's father, he's a tough old astronaut. He doesn't believe in all this touchy-feely baloney that he sees going on around him, and that's where a lot of the comedy comes from, his reactions to things. You know, the fights that he gets in with Mark Wahlberg and the insults that they're throwing back and forth. That is funny to watch. The rest of it is just kind of Will Ferrell doing his normal physical comedy. You know, it gets all sappy towards the end. It doesn't really come together as a movie, even though there are funny moments. I'd go like 1.5 Waffles for Daddy's Home 2.
And then this one I kind of am looking forward to, but I don't know. Of course, from the book, as you say, that no one reads anymore, Murder on the Orient Express. Is this going to be worth seeing?
No, the biggest star of the movie is Kenneth Branagh's mustache, okay? I mean, that thing would make a 1970s relief pitcher jealous. It is really massive. And the movie itself, it really feels like it's very flat. I mean, it should have suspense. It should have thrills. We should be on the edge of our seat wondering who is the killer on this train. And we just don't care. And it just rambles along without any of that feeling. The movie just drones on and on. And the person I feel worst about is Michelle Pfeiffer, who's in the movie, who puts in an amazing performance. This is her thing now. Her career is putting in amazing performances in stinky movies like Mother and Murder on the Orient Express.
All right, well, you've given Daddy's Home 2 a one waffle, and Murder on the Orient Express gets?
1 waffle.
Just one. All right. So I think the movies will begin to improve and feel holiday-like next week.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I'm not really high on the Justice League. We'll see what happens. Right. I think the movie that's really going to get us right around November. That new Denzel Washington movie, Roman Israel. That looks good.
All right, Willie. Good stuff. Thanks. Enjoy the day. Stay warm this weekend if you can. I know you like this weather.
I can't wait.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Willie Waffle. It's wafflemovies.com.